It's Madden NFL 23. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Eagles and the Cards, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
Some of those in the Silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Wilson's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On second down, Davis. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers for Davis last week, 12 carries, 78 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
On third down, here's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. It's Wilson on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Russell Wilson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Now leading them out is the 4th-year quarterback out of Missouri. 2nd rounder in 2019, Drew Lock.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Locke. That's complete to Traylon Burks. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Robinson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Sly is up and good. We are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Up the middle to Davis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there, 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Locke's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. Oh, look at the juke. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Veteran back Mike Davis leading this offense back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. A dump off for Davis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Inside give to Davis. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lambeau on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. To throw it is Locke. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They look to throw. It's Locke. Out to the right here to Wilson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Cardinals had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll run on first down. Goodson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Locke working out of the gun. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Locke. On the slant, Burks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2nd and 5 now. Locke. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll run with Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Slide for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in the zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were lifting their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 now. Lock. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught. It's Wilson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
That's interference. Defense.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. A 7-yard
Now Locke again.
2nd and 3.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge is a successful one. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Philadelphia.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. On first down, Locke. This will be caught at Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul. Blocking the passer. Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Locke. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Locke going to throw. As touchdown Cardinals. Taysom Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. It's complete. Burks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Block now to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Lock now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Lock. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Lock. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They look to throw. It's Lock. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Traylon Burks. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it. keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over first and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They run the option here on first and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw it is Locke. That pass taken in by Burks. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. From the gun, it's Locke. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Locke going to take off with this. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On 2nd and 7, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Locke to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hill. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Wilson steps away to his left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Wilson. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Locke now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Locke working out of the gun. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Caught by Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On 1st down, they go option to the right. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now on 2nd and 16, Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline. And what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But they get the conversion anyway. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On second down now. Goodson. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 42. On third and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. To throw is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
Traylon Burks headed back out with the rest of this offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
Has over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Locke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 59 yards for Drew Lock coming out of Missouri. The one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On play action, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tegan Quatoriano. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This one fielded at the 5. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the draw, here's Williams. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. To throw again on second down. Wilson. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On second down, Goodson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Block now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. It's complete. Burks. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. Robinson's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. To throw it is Locke. He gets it to Burks again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Locke looks to throw it again. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Robinson on a give right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Locke. Here's a screen for Robinson. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:47 on the clock. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. On first down, Wilson. Pass complete, Thomas. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, his throw incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Wilson. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Thomas has got it. Complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll run for it with Davis. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And this is going to be caught, but they'll see. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. The left side caught by Diggs. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got to hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now it's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Arizona, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.